All right, what's up, my indigenous people? Welcome back. Thank you guys for tuning in today. Before we get started, I just want to do a quick shout out to the two people that bought my shirts online. Thank you guys so much for doing that. I really appreciate it. You guys really don't know how much you're helping me out. Um, I don't want to disclose your names because I don't know if you're okay with that. But my cousin did let me know who you are and stuff like that. So if you did want like an official shout out with your social media accounts or whatever, just hit him up, hit me up, let me know. We can figure something out. We'll make something happen. But with that being said, thank you guys so much. Let's get into the video. So today we're going to talk about kind of, I guess, it's mostly about a store that I created actually. It's an online store, it's a clothing brand that I created, and I hope someday it'll lead to something big. If not, it's all right. It's mostly just for fun. So yeah, so I did create an online store with the same website, but it's more or less to dip my foot in the water of creating my own clothing brand. So, what the clothing brand is, I'll leave a link in the description below. So go check it out, please. It's gonna be really cool. It's gonna be really big. So I decided to name the clothing brand Dziil, which is the Navajo word for strength. And that's kind of what this video is about: is strength, Navajo strength, indigenous strength. And I just wanted to, I guess, give my perspective on that, why I decided to go with that name, and why I incorporated that name into my logo. So, I guess I'll just start with my perspective on it. So, to me, Dziil, the word, it means so much more than just the English word strength. It encompasses a few other words and meanings and stuff like that to me. So, first and foremost, it means strength, but it also means resilience. It also means being a survivor. It also means being a warrior. And it embodies, the history that we as an indigenous tribe, as indigenous people, endured and overcame, and just the history that we as Navajo people had. Dziil goes all the way back to when we were hunting and surviving off the land and getting our own food, creating our own homes, and really carving out our own lifestyle. And then if you fast forward to when we first came in contact with our colonizers, whether they be the Spaniards or the settlers that came to, Denetra, um, you fast forward to that, we still had to have our strength as indigenous people to be a force, to not roll over and let them have their way with us, because they were stealing our women and our children and turning them into slaves and doing who knows what with them. And then they were killing our men. So, it took strength to stand up to that force, to stand up to those people who wiped out whole civilizations on their march, on their way up towards us, and we showed our strength. We showed Dziil to really hit that home. And that's kind of what the word embodies, is our ability to be a force, to be strong, to overcome any obstacle, to be resilient, to bounce back, and to adapt. And I also want to kind of use that as a segue for like future videos. The ability to adapt. We've never been just a society, a tribe to stick to one way and only that way. We would adapt. We would look at our environment. We would learn from other people. Whether we look at how we learned how to farm from the Hopi, learn how to farm corn and stuff, or how we learned how to use guns from the Spaniards, and how we adopted horses from them. We adapted to different scenarios and situations, and we came out on top, and we made it our own. And that's really the strength that we have as Navajo people, as indigenous people, is the strength to adapt, to overcome. And still to this day we are adapting. When I'm at work, I don't talk like all rezzed out and stuff. I talk like I code switch, to really put me ahead, to give me the edge over my peers, over my coworkers, so that way I can, progress further. And I'm sure we all do that, whether we're at work or we go somewhere, go to a job interview. We don't, just fully just talk like we talk to our family. We code switch, and that's a survival instinct. That's something that we had to do. That's something that we had to do to survive, to adapt. That's something that was beaten into our ancestors, to our grandparents while they were at boarding schools. It was, if you basically if you acted native, acted Navajo, spoke your language, practice your culture while at these boarding schools, you were beaten and you were abused, and you were mistreated, so that way you wouldn't do it again. And it's just amazing to think that despite all that trauma, despite all that abuse, our ancestors, our grandparents, they still decided to pass on little bits of our culture and our language. They still decided to take that risk to go home and still teach their children the language, the culture, the practices. And they overcame that fear. A lot of them didn't, but a lot of them did. That's why we're still able to have people that are fluent today, and that's something that we got to work towards. We got to use our strength, use Dziil to really get our language and our culture back. So that's kind of what I wanted this clothing brand, this company to be, this online store, is just, I guess, a way to show the world how strong and resilient we as Navajo, as Native American people are. Because I'm not going to sit back anymore and and code switch. I'm going to decolonize my mind, and I'm going to be proud to be indigenous. I'm going to be proud of where I came from, who I am, what I am. I'm done pretending to be something I'm not. I really hope you viewers are, in the same boat, because that's how we're going to bring about change, is if we unite together and we really, push for this. But, besides that, that's for future videos. That's what this brand, this clothing company, this online store is going to be about. That's why I chose this word. That's why I chose Dziil, is because we have so much strength. We have so much history, and I want to be able to put that word, to put that logo on my chest, and to wear it proudly and tell the world I came from this, and I experienced that, and I'm still here, and I'm gonna be myself because my ancestors died for me to be here. They passed on their strength. Their resilience runs through my veins, through my blood, through my brain, and I'm gonna embody it, and I'm gonna be the best damn indigenous person that I can be because they gave me this chance. There are 7 billion people in the world, and I get to be Native American. I'm the luckiest person alive. I'm the luckiest person out here. So that's what this clothing brand's about. I hope you guys are with it. I hope you guys like it. In the next few videos of all things indigenous, I'm going to actually talk about some of the things I talked about today. I'm going to talk about boarding schools, the long walk, stuff like that, colonizers and stuff. So stay tuned for that. And then on top of that, like I said, I'm going to be documenting my process of decolonizing my mind and my lifestyle. And then, of course, for a lighthearted, more fun environment, I'm going to be sharing my own personal stories of growing up on the res and my experience, even growing up off the res, just some of the things. So stay tuned for that. Hit the like button, subscribe, notification bell, anything you want. We're going to grow together. We're going to make this channel amazing. Check out my store, and I'll see you guys next time. Stay safe, stay healthy, and really work on decolonizing, I guess. Oh, one thing before we go. Let me know what Dziil means to you. Let me know what it means to you, just comment down below. Just doesn't have to be anything crazy. It could be literally strength if you want it to be, but if it means more to you like it does to me, let me know. I would really be interested in hearing about that. But anyway, have a good day. I'll see you guys later. Stay tuned. I got some more videos coming out this week. See you guys later.